Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTT6. So let's continue with the heroes guide and tutorial. The next one is Ezili, and she got also a new skin. So I'm gonna take a look at her now. And now so far she's the last hero that we find in BTT6, but most likely Ninja Kiwi will still add more heroes in the future. So as they come out, I'm gonna cover them and I'm gonna do like a guide video like I've done for all the heroes. So I have deactivated Monkey Knowledge as usual to show you the hero without any extra thing. And now let's take a look at Ezili. So her base cost is 600, so she's very cheap. Together with Quincy, she's the only hero that can be placed in chimps right at the beginning. So you can start chimps with her if you want to. Now, considering her basic stats, I think it's a female character. So I'm gonna talk like it's a her. So her basic range is pretty average. You can see it's very similar to like Quincy range, really. Her attack speed is gonna be quite slow, so she's not gonna have a very high attack speed, level 1. And now the damage is and the pierce, yeah, again, like it happened for Captain Churchill and Pat. Her pierce and damage are behave quite greatly when you start considering both of them. And now her pierce, if you just count here Bloons with no layers, her basic pierce is 6, so that means that she's gonna attack and you can see that she's gonna create like a little explosion, and she can target up to 6 Bloons with these explosions. So here, if I space the Bloons from 0 and I just place 7, you can see that 1 Bloon is gonna survive. So the base pierce is 6. And the layer of damage is just 1. So her basic attack, each time she attacks a Bloon, she's gonna pop 1 layer each time. Now when she attacks the Bloons as well, she's gonna apply a cursing effect to it, and that is very similar to like a damage over time effect. And the Bloon will be damaged over time. You can see right here, that was the damage over time effect. Now regarding instead Ezili's special properties, she has a lot of different passives. So first of all, very similar to Obin, she can ignore unit collision, so she's gonna ignore obstacles, she can attack through them. Second thing is that she can pop lab Bloons because she's gonna attack with energy kind of attack, so she can pop lab Bloons like white Bloons, black Bloons, zebras, all those kind of Bloons. The only weakness is that she can't pop purple Bloons because again, purple Bloons are immune to energy attacks. But yeah, another thing that you can find only on her is that at level 1 she can already detect and pop camo Bloons. So she has camo detection already by default. So she has a lot of different properties. And now, as I've done for other heroes, I'm gonna cover all the levels, and then at the end of the video I'm gonna just do like a quick overview, and I'm gonna like tell you the best way to use her in my opinion. So level 2 is just an increase of 2 units to her range, and that's it. Level 3, her first ability, Heartstopper, is gonna prevent any regrow Bloons from regrowing for 6 seconds. So it's very similar. It's exactly what happens when you have the village with the anti-regrow stuff. So in this case, for example, you have these regrow Bloons, and then you can use the ability. You can see the red thing around them, and so they can't regrow back. This can be especially helpful because of the fact that the cursing effect will pop the layers slower than the regrowing effect. So regrow Bloons are gonna regrow faster than the amount of damage they take. So this ability can be useful to prevent any regrow farming. Level 4, now when she's gonna attack the Bloons, she's gonna curse them all, and she's gonna curse all the Bloons that she's gonna hit. So for example here level 1, if I spawn here 6 green Bloons, you can see that only one of the 6 Bloons is cursed. Now if I get her level 4, you can see that now she's gonna curse all of them. So that's the main difference with this is what she gains with level 4. Now unfortunately also with this level is where things start become weird, and because you start considering her pierce and her curse and her like damage all together. So for example here, if I spawn just a pink Bloon, you can see that the pink Bloon is going to be popped into green Bloon, so 2 layers at once, then a red Bloon, so 2 layers again, and then the red Bloon is going to pop. But now if I spawn multiple pinks at once, you can see that some pinks are gonna be popped into green Bloons, some pinks are gonna pop into yellow Bloons, and so that this is where things start to be like weird. So some Bloons are gonna receive 2 layers of damage, some of them just 1, some of them, if they were out of the splash radius, are not gonna receive even the damage. So yeah. Level 5 attack speed. Level 6 the cursing effect will last longer and will damage the layers faster, so it's just a buff to the cursing effect. Level 7, it's the very first hero that we find that she's gonna unlock like another ability before level 10. So her level 7 ability is called Sacrificial Totem, and when you use this ability, this totem will give to every Bankeys in range extra pierce, attack, so extra pierce, range, attack speed, projectile speed, and is gonna give them camo detection for the duration of the totem, but it's gonna drain 10 lives. So here if I use the totem, you can see that the range of the totem is quite large, so it can affect a lot of towers all at once. And Ezili, as you can see, will not benefit from the Sacrificial Totem bonus, and the only thing is that this totem, each time you use it, is gonna drain 10 lives. So here, if you have, for example, 100 lives, so you're playing in hard, each time you use the totem, you're gonna lose 10 lives. So yeah, just be careful about that. And unfortunately for this very thing, so because of the fact that the totem is gonna drain lives, the totem will not be usable in chimps and in poppable, because in those game modes we start just with 1 life, so you can see that you can't use it because you can't go under 0 lives. And yeah, then level 8, she's gonna do more damage to mob class boost. Now this extra damage is not counted as the basic attack damage, but as the damage over time effect. So for example here, if I spawn a mob, wait, not 6 but just 1 please. So you can see that her basic attack are gonna just do two layers of damage, but the cursing effect will damage 20 layers, actually 40 layers each second. So with this level, really what you gain is the cursing will do a lot more of damage to mob class Bloons in the same period of time. Level 9, it's a very nice level because her basic attacks are gonna remove camo, regrow, and fortify properties from non-mob class Bloons, so up to like ceramics. So imagine, I don't know, like a camo, regrow, fortified ceramic will lose all the 3 properties just after she attacks it once. So yeah, it's very nice, and definitely in the later stages of the game, the fortified removal can be useful in the later stages of the game. Instead, the removal of the camo status can be instead very early, can be useful early game. Level 10, you unlock her 3rd ability, Mob Hex. And now this ability is, in my opinion, like the strongest ability in the game so far, unless Ninja Kiwi nerfs it or another hero comes out that has a stronger ability. Because with this ability, You can target up to DDTs, and with this ability you're gonna damage the external layer of the mob class Bloon until you destroy it completely, and the mob class Bloon affected by it will spawn no children. So exactly like it was for the Bloon Trojan virus for Benjamin, this is exactly the same, but it's with an ability. So here the Moab, and I use the ability, that's the ability. And now as the ability deals damage over time, once the external layer pops, boom, you don't have to deal against, in this case it were ceramics. If it's I don't know, like a DDT, you don't have to worry about the 4 regrow camo ceramics. And this is the damage over time that the ability will do, and boom, that's it. And as I said, it can affect up to like Zomagods, and so in this case with the Zomagod is gonna like do the maximum amount of damage because this ability deals percentage damage. So in this case, a Zomagod that has 4000 HP, the ability will do 322 each second. So it's a little less than 10% each second. And again, once the external layer pops, you get the full amount of cash, and you get the full amount of pops as you would have popped like all the FPs, all the mobs, or the ceramics, but you don't have to actually destroy them. Level 11, it's another increase to her range by another 2 units. Level 12, above to her level 3. Now it has reduced cooldown and increased duration. Level 13, it's a buff to her pierce and splash radius. So now, did you remember that a level 1, well actually until now, so until level 12, her base pierce is 6 if you're considering just Bloons without layers. Now it's 16, so you can pop up to 16 Bloons at once, if they are caught, of course, by the splash radius explosion. At level 14, the curse effect will damage faster, so the damage over time effect will be stronger. Level 15 is just a small increase by 1 unit over range. Level 16 is a buff to the totem, so now the totem will last longer and will only cost 1 life to use, so you can use it a lot more of times. And unfortunately, still because of this, still the totem cannot be used in both Impoppable and Chimps. So if at level 16 the totem becomes free to use, then it would be awesome because it would be usable also in Chimps and Impoppable, but unfortunately because it costs 1 life, it can't be used. Level 17, it's another buff to the splash radius and the pierce, so now it's 26, so she can pop up to 26 Bloons at once if they're caught by the splash radius. Level 18 attack speed. Level 19, the damage over time will pop 2 layers instead of 1 layer at a time, so it's even more damage to the cursing effect. And finally, level 20, it's a buff to her level 10, and it's gonna work faster, so that means it's gonna damage mob class Bloons layers faster, and it can destroy BADs. So this is one of the few abilities in the game that can actually work on BADs, and it's overpowered really, because just imagine, I don't know, like rank 100, you play it, you use the ability, you do a ton of damage to the BD, and without even like attacking or doing anything, and boom, you pop it just like that. So you pop it completely, you don't have to deal against like DDTs, Zomagods, anything. You just pop the BD layer just like that, and boom, and it's gone. So it's one of the most efficient and strongest abilities in the game. And now another thing about this ability that I didn't really explain before is that if with this ability, well, now that it's level 20, it may be even easier to see. Now, if this ability pops the the Bloons. So in this case, it's gonna pop the mob layer before the ability runs out. You can see that it's gonna jump to other mob class Bloons. So it's gonna continue to jump, and all these mobs are spawning no children, as you can see. So the ability, if it's gonna last a certain amount of time, but if the Bloon cursed is destroyed before this time runs out, the ability will automatically bounce to the next mob class Bloon, and it's gonna keep on bouncing until it either runs out of time or until there are no more mob class Bloons. So that's pretty much it. So now at the end of just summing it up, quick overview, Ezili it's a very strong hero. You can use her right off in chimps. She's not that strong early game, but despite that, you know, you can use her in chimps if you want to start with her. Then she's gonna have camo detection. She's gonna ignore the line of sight. She's gonna ignore obstacles. She can pop lat Bloons. She can pop camo Bloons. Like, her only real weakness is the fact that even a level 20, she can't pop purple Bloons. So that's really the main weakness that still stays. And another weakness, in my opinion, is her damage to ceramics. So her basic damage is not that high. It's the damage over time that really deals a lot of damage. So what happens is that after round 80, so for round 81 on, against super cerams, she's gonna struggle a lot, because despite the fact that she's gonna do more damage with the curse effect, still you can see that in this case the super ceram was able to sneak past, because with her basic attack she's not gonna really do a lot of damage. Now another weakness that I can think about is the fact that, well, her totems in Impoppable and Chimps cannot be used. Otherwise, still a very nice ability to just buff a lot of different towers, give them camo detection, pierce, you know, projectile speed, range, all that good stuff. The regrow ability, well, actually can be useful in certain rounds to prevent, as I said earlier, the regrow farming. But normally, like, if you place other towers with Ezili, you should be able to pop the regrow Bloons with other means. So normally you should not create a regrow farming. And that's it really, because otherwise she's an all-around hero. She has extra damage to mobs, so her damage to mobs is quite high with the cursing effect, with her level 10 ability. Then you know, her level 9 is gonna remove camo, fortified, and regrow from the ceramics, so it can be very useful early and late game. And yeah, so she's not gonna really buff directly the towers other than with her totem, but I think just for her level 10 ability, like, she's super strong just for the level 10. So yeah, that was it guys. I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.